Alright, today we have the Halo band and then an actual band accessory. So here is the band itself. Amazon's been stepping up their packaging game. That comes off. So this green thing, it's basically supposed to just be like a Fitbit on steroids as far as I'm aware. Become the leading expert on you, be well, swim proof, always getting smarter. And there's another little thing to peel off, and there we go. So the band itself comes with this kind of scratchy fabric thing that I did not think I was gonna like, which is why I bought this. I like the kind of fabric you would have, or not fabric, material that you would have on a Fitbit, or, you know, my watch has the leather band, but if you got like the sport band with the watch, it's pretty similar to this. And this feels like plastic, but not real metal. Maybe it's metal. And that's all that's in there besides a little instruction booklet. Well, not even instructions, just safety nonsense. We still got more stuff in here. It's a silly little band. Here's a booklet. Meet your Halo band. This is the fabric brand. Here's the sensor. So here that is here. I guess I assume I peeled this little sticker guy off. Here is the charger itself. That is a big ass charger. Hello. I don't mind this being USB-A at all. Like most of the time I'm USB-C all the things, but this is like a charger, so A is fine because it'll be more prevalent to have an A charger. Let's plug this into a little battery bank right here. As soon as we peel this guy off, there's a little clip there with the, you can see the red in there. And there's the red there. I assume it's charging? Yeah, there's a little light there, so I assume that means it's charging. Place your Halo band inside the charging clip with the button facing out. After a few seconds, a white light will indicate it's ready to pair. So now we need to get the app. Let's take a look at the Play Store. We'll look for some Halo action. It's a silly name. You'd think they would have chosen something that wasn't. Let me know. Obviously, Halo the game is the most prominent Halo name in tech, I would think. So you would think they would try something different, but we'll see. Alright, I'm already logged into Amazon on my phone. I assume this will recognize it. So, set up your band. It did not. So, let me go ahead and... So, 41 years old. How tall am I? Well, 6'1", 154 pounds. No, sir. So, I am on a diet right now. I've lost 14 pounds. I went from 258 down to about 245. I didn't weigh myself today, but that's what it was. No, it was 244 is what it was. So, alright, so we verified my code. I plugged in the charger. A white blinking light shows it's ready to pair. It is. It doesn't like magnetize on there, which I thought it would. It does not appear to be doing that. It's asking me to pair. I will pair. Don't know why that light's red. Alright, I'm linking it. So I'll get a free 6-month membership. So if it disconnects, just double click that button. 10 minutes. Whew. So it did vibrate right there. So I will clarify, I do have a smartwatch. I don't know how accurate the health stuff in the smartwatch is. A Samsung Galaxy Active2, which I do like. I like that just to let me know about my notifications. You know, sometimes my phone's in my pocket, I don't feel it, or sometimes I mute it because, let's say I'm working, if I'm on a conference call, I don't want my phone buzzing or ringing or whatnot, so I mute it all the time, but I can see it on my watch still. But I don't know how accurate the watch is with the health data, so I thought this would give me a little peek more. I'm already in the process of trying to lose weight, and, you know, anything to help me out, right? I guess for comparison's sake, you can see the watch band, same size basically. The watch face is a lot larger than this guy would be. So I will put it on my right hand since I already have a watch on my left arm. Make sure the button faces me. I'll try this one first. The button is facing me. I'll put my large hand through there. There's like a coldness to it. And we'll continue. And there it is, you know. It's kind of weird looking. I mean, it's odd for me to have like both my arms now strapped up. I mean, I think the watch looks pretty normal. There's so many people wearing Fitbits now, it looks alright, I guess. Alright, so there's all the stuff I can do. I'll leave it on for a couple days and then we'll come back to the video and we'll see. Oh, we can check my heart rate. 77 beats per minute. So that's pretty good, I guess. Oh, it's at 91% battery. That's fine. Notifications. Band battery low. Band battery charge. Things to try. That's fine. Health data. Count leaking. So you can leak it with Weight Watchers. Or, that's not very many. Alexa's not enabled. I don't really use Alexa. I do love Amazon products. I like Kindles. I like the Kindle Fire tablet. I like this band thing I'm trying. I like the eero router. But like, I just don't find myself talking to products. Like if I had Siri, I wouldn't talk to that. And I have Google Assistant, of course. I use Android phones. But I still don't talk to it very much. The only time I ever use the voice component is when I'm driving in the car. And even then, it's probably not great. It doesn't seem to be anywhere to manually update this band guide. Oh, so there's a mic up here. So it is a little weird I gotta say, I'm not too worried about Amazon tracking me because I buy so much stuff from Amazon. They know a lot about me already. But it's weird to think that they're just gonna record like all my voices. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything to hide. Well, I guess we'll take it off now and I'll try to change this. I guess we're done with the app right now. Yeah, this kind of, my hand's a little too big for this. My buddy Tony has a really small hand, so he'd be alright to get that in and out of there. But me, it's a little rough. So these just kind of pop right out. Just those little rubber nubs there. On the top, it's just the model number and a little QR device. On the bottom, that crazy green light, it's probably not showing on the camera, but there's like a crazy green light flashing out there, and I don't care for that. Alright, so this one is probably what I would prefer. And I guess, yeah, I'm gonna want it like this, so I'll make sure the band's towards me. That's all you do, slap it in there. Alright, so there it is. It's a little snug there, I guess, but we'll see how tight it needs to be. But yeah, I think that I like that much better than the look of this guy. I don't really like the way this feels, but I'm not gonna throw it away. We might come back to it. Alright, so that's good for now. We'll check back in a day or so and I'll let you know what I think about it. Alright, so it is now June 23rd. I've had this for at least since May 10th, I believe. So I've had this device for a while. First thing, I didn't like that rubber one. I tossed it immediately and just kept this fabric one. It kind of irritated my skin. If you remember a while back, there were like complaints that Fitbits were bothering people's skin. I've had this one on almost every day since, and I've had no problems with this one. This one just came with it, so basically I just wasted money buying that extra one. So let's look at the Halo app itself. I haven't worn it for a couple days. I did wear it today. So you can see I went for a walk today, I got 24 points. Spoiler alert, I just don't think this thing's really worth it for me anyhow, because like I said, I already have a watch. So if you didn't have a watch, maybe it would be worth it, but it's basically like a Fitbit that doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's a Fitbit that does more stuff, I guess, but it's like a less functional watch. So like this tone thing, I like the idea of it, and I had it on, and it very rarely found anything. So this day it did. Some parts of the day I had high energy and some parts I didn't. I don't know, I don't recall this day, like nothing stood out to me in particular in these days that would make me think that it doesn't really do anything. Like a lot of days it didn't pick it up, and I was wearing it all these days. Like I haven't worn it the past week, but prior to that I wore it for pretty much every day straight. Like I said, some days it just doesn't pick things up. And again, you don't know. I mean, this here, it says had high energy at 11:55 a.m. I might have been on a business call. Who knows? I mean, this really isn't beneficial data to me. I had one phrase that sounded happy, amused, or friendly. I think I'm a pretty happy dude. I don't get angry at stuff. I don't really talk that much, I guess, during the day outside of, I'm a businessman. I'm working a real job. So I don't really know what this is talking about. I mean, it's kind of neat that it can do this, but nothing about this helps me in any way, shape, or form. So this has really been kind of useless to me, the tone one. The activity again. So I wore it today when I went for a walk with the dogs, but prior to that, it really didn't show me anything. You can see I need to exercise more, I guess, but I don't know that is really that beneficial to me. It's like this week I was good, but like one week I hurt my knee, so I didn't really do a lot of exercise. I mean, even the exercise is just walking, which really isn't exercise. I mean, it's better than nothing, but you're not gonna get built like The Rock from just walking. Sleep, again, I haven't worn it for about a week. Prior to that, all it really tells me is I don't get enough sleep, which is I knew anyhow. I stay up late. I fall asleep quickly, much to my wife's chagrin. I lay down, I go to sleep. And that's pretty consistent. I have a CPAP machine, so I sleep pretty soundly once I get in bed. And I rarely get that much sleep. Most of the time it's around 5 to 6 hours. So really this isn't telling me that much because I know this about myself already. I'm tracking my sleep through a CPAP machine and through my Samsung watch. So this isn't really that much new information to me. Basically, I lay down, I fall asleep, and I'll lay there like a lump until it's time to get up. I mean, I need to go to sleep earlier, and that's about all it says. This temperature thing really never showed anything. I tried looking at the temperature, but I thought that was kind of cool. Like maybe it would let me know. I mean, we keep the bedroom pretty cold, and I really don't notice any difference with the sleep temperature, so I don't know if that does anything or not. My body, I didn't let it take pictures of my sexy body, because well, I don't really care, but I don't know how much that's gonna work for me. By the time I was gonna actually do this, I'd already decided I wasn't going to use this device anymore, so I didn't know that would change my mind one way or the other. As far as the feed, it doesn't really tell me very much that I need to know. And most of these apps try to sell you on these kind of like workout helpers, right? And like every app kind of sells that, like MyFitnessPal and all these things sell this kind of added bonus to doing this. Fitbit did it. I think Samsung even does it as well. And like, I don't know, most of these exercises, I don't really think you need an app to tell you how to do them, right? Like if you're lifting weights, you can use an app to help you learn form or something. But like, I also think if you're doing yoga on one of these apps, it's probably not going to be the best either. Like I'm out like yoga, I've done yoga and it's pretty good. And the heart rate thing, I did that a handful of times. It didn't really tell me anything special. So I don't know. So I have a CPAP machine that will tell me about it, like send this my ear. It sends reports about my sleep. You know, like for me, I know that I sleep, I get a solid score every night if I get like 7 hours. You know, every day is like a broken record for me. If I get bad sleep, it's just because I don't sleep enough hours. But like, ever since I've got the CPAP machine, I basically I'm out and I hardly feel tired. I mean, it's been good for me. But if I want to look at stats and things like that, I would still probably just use the Samsung watch. I mean, I do like the watch for multiple reasons. I have Health Mate, which is to the Withings scale. And I have Samsung Health, which ties into the watch. So it will tell me how many steps I take. It also tells me about my sleep, and it's about the same. Maybe it doesn't tell me how fast I fall asleep. And so maybe, you know, if you're not as good sleeper as me, is that the right word? Maybe you can learn something from the Halo one, but for me, it really doesn't do very much. Like even this is the problem. A lot of these things are just a unified ecosystem. Like I do like the MyFitnessPal app. So some things are tied to MyFitnessPal. Like you can tie your steps to it. Like with MyFitnessPal, you can connect Samsung Health. You can't add Amazon Halo in here. It doesn't really tie to anything. So like, unless Amazon expands their ecosystem into a watch, or like, you know, this thing doesn't do watch stuff. It doesn't buzz, let you know your notifications, and that's fine. Maybe that's what you want, but I do like getting the notifications, and more importantly, what I really like from the watch is the alarm system. Like you can set the alarm on the watch and it just starts buzzing and that wakes you up peacefully. Fitbit would do that too. Halo does not do that. So I don't know, it just got to where I just wasn't using it. So there's nothing inherently wrong with this. It's just not beneficial to me. And I don't talk to Alexa. I'm not scared of Alexa. I don't bother. I mean, I like Amazon products. These Echo Buds I really like. The Kindle Oasis is one of my favorite products I've ever purchased. I got a Kindle Fire tablet. I have Amazon Luna. All these things that I am all in on the Amazon ecosystem. I just don't find a real use for this guy. If you talk to Alexa a lot, this little push button thing could be cool, but I just don't think it's enough features to make me wear this thing on my arm every day. And also, this is a terrible charging system. So like the little teeth guy are in here, and you gotta get these little teeth in here, so you gotta make sure it's in there. But even in there, you kind of have to squish it, and then the light comes on. And, you know, if you do it the wrong way, it won't charge. This way, obviously, it doesn't charge. So it'd almost be better if you could just plug a cord into it. I don't like, see here, it didn't work. You gotta kind of really line it up correctly. The only good thing is it kind of looks like a little sloth, right? Because you got like your nose and your eyeballs there, and that's pretty neat. But other than that, I mean, it's a proprietary charger, which no one likes, and it's just, I mean, it's not great. Like my watch, you just drop on one of these guys, and it's perfect, right? It's boom. Battery life has been fine. When you turn that tone thing on, the battery life gets worse, but all I do is the same I do with my watch. I just take it off and put it on the charger when I take a shower, and that, you know, getting dressed afterwards and whatnot, that usually gives it a decent amount of charge time, and it keeps it kind of ramped up. And occasionally, you know, I may top it off, but for the most part, that's done me pretty good. And this fabric one, I said, it never really bothered me. Sometimes when I was typing on a laptop, like this guy would kind of like hit the laptop, you know, that'd be on my wrist here. And then like this part would be down and like rubbing on the bottom of the laptop or the deck of the laptop, and I didn't really like that very much. So again, it's a perfectly fine product. It's just not for me. And unfortunately, I'm past my return window and I paid my own money for it. So it's probably just gonna go to electronic recycling. All right, that's it. Thanks for checking me out.